Malay version lah. Okay, so for the proving. Okay, so let's start. Okay. Okay, so guys, this is your starting lah. I'll start English, then Mirinda will help me translate in Malay. Okay, so those study English, listen to me first. Lepas tu tunggu Mirinda untuk translate dalam BM. Okay, so guys, this is the first formula you all must know how to prove lah. S equals J theta. Okay, don't mind if my voice not so nice Suara saya tak sangat bagus because I'm actually a bit sick, sedikit tak sehat, but I try my best lah. Okay, so S is J theta. Okay, so this one they can ask you to prove lah panjang lengkok AB. Okay, so how you prove this? So it's based on this formula. Okay, you must use this formula to prove it. So guys, where this formula come from? Can anyone tell me? From where does this formula come? Anyone? For those take English lah. Okay, later Mirinda will translate in BM. Yeah, it come from the Form 2 maths. Okay, this formula you learn in Form 2 maths. Okay, length of arc divide circumference equal to angle divide 360 degrees. Okay, so this is the formula. Okay, so macam mana? Okay, wait. Length of arc, you can use symbol S. Okay, circumference of circle, you can use the symbol 2 pi r. Angle, you can use the symbol theta. And then 360, you must change it to 2 pi. Okay, why do I change 360 to 2 pi, guys? Can anyone explain? For those take English. Why 360 must change to 2 pi? Yes, very good, radian. Because this formula, you must remember, theta is in radian. Okay, rad, R-A-D. Okay, so then you can rewrite lah, S over J equals to theta. Okay, so you will get S equal to J theta. You can cancel off the 2 pi, okay, because you see, you have 2 pi here. You have also, let me zoom in first. It's a bit small. Okay, this one. You can see that you have 2 pi here and also 2 pi here. Okay, 2 pi, 2 pi. So you can cut off. Okay, so that's why you have S over J equal to theta. This one is the theta over here. Okay, on top. So from here, you rearrange, kamu susun, you will get S equal to J theta. So you already proven the formula. Okay, guys, are you clear? For those take English version, this is how we prove it. Okay, so now over to Mirindra.
Ya, untuk rumus panjang lengkok suatu bulatan, kita boleh guna rumus matematik yang kita belajar waktu menengah rendah, iaitu 2 pi j darab dengan theta per 360. Selalunya kita guna 2 pi j untuk mencari lilitan bulatan. 2 pi j tu kita tak darab dengan sudut kan, sebab kita nak selalu dalam maths kita cari full bulatan, full lilitan bulatan tu. So sekarang kalau kita nak cari panjang lengkok untuk soalan ni AB, so kita darab dengan theta per 360 lah untuk dapat S. Lepas tu kat situ panjang lengkok bahagi dengan lilitan bulatan iaitu 2 pi j sama dengan sudut yang dicangkum, iaitu sudut lengkok tu iaitu theta per 360. 360 kita tukar jadi radian sebab at maths rumus ni kita guna dalam radian, tak boleh guna darjah. So S per 2 pi j sama dengan theta radian per 2 pi radian. Kita boleh darab 2 pi untuk nak hapuskan 2 pi tu. Lepas tu dapat S per j sama dengan theta. Lepas tu kita pindah dapatlah S sama dengan J theta.
Okay guys, are you clear with the first formula to prove? Boleh faham semua? For those take English and Malay? Clear? Okay, so this one should be no problem lah. Remember guys, this formula won't be given to you. Rumus ni takkan diberi pada kamu. Kamu kena tulis yang ni. Bila mereka suruh buktikan yang ni. You must write this one. The top step, not given. Okay, this one only is given to you in the exam. Okay, kamu kena buktikan yang ni. You must prove this one. But this one, you have to come out by your own. Okay, by using the maths formula. This is your maths form 2. Okay, ataupun form 5 lah kamu masih guna yang ni bila jawab SPM. Am I right? You use for form 5 also. Okay, so this is the first one. So this chapter hanya dua rumus saja. Only two formula you all need to know. This is the second one. Okay, so for this one is to prove the area of sector. So area of sector is half j square theta. So how do we prove this? Again, we use the maths form 2 formula. Okay, maths form 2. So area of sector over area of circle equal to theta over 360. Okay, so you can see that wait now. Okay, area of sector we can give symbol L. Okay, area of circle we use pi r square. Angle we use theta. 360 remember always convert to radian, which is 2 pi, because the theta here remember always must be in radian mode, not degree. Okay, so you can see here that pi and pi you can cancel, so you will get this one. Okay, belum habis lagi, you must prove the top one, so kamu pindah. Okay, darab silang. You cross multiply, you will get this one as your answer. Okay guys, for English, are you clear? This is how we prove this formula. Not long also. As long you remember this one. Yang ni kena ingat. If you remember this one, all of this very simple already. Okay, so yeah, now Mirindra for Malay.
Ya. Untuk soalan luas sektor, kita guna rumus pi j square. Tadi kita guna 2 pi j untuk cari lilitan bulatan. Untuk ni kita ambil luas sektor per luas bulatan sama dengan sudut yang dicangkum, yang sudut area panjang, bukan panjang, sektor tu, lepas tu per 360. So luas sektor kita boleh guna L per pi j square, sebab luas bulatan rumus dia pi j square and sama dengan theta radian per 2 pi radian. Kita perlu guna dalam radian sebab ni at maths and rumus tu tukar radian lah. So L per yang ni kita boleh darab dengan pi untuk hapuskan, and then kita dapat L per j square sama dengan theta per 2. Lepas tu kita pindah dapat 1/2 j square theta.
Okay guys, are you clear? Semua faham? Only two formula. Bab 1 dah habis dah. They won't ask you anything else to prove in chapter 1. Tak ada apa-apa lagi buktikan. Hanya dua rumus ni saja. Of course, got other soalan buktikan like this. They will ask proof that something like this lah. Saya bagi contoh. Proof that angle AOB is 5/7 pi. Yang ni bukan diklasifikasikan sebagai proving formula. Okay, you can see this kind of question, right? Biasanya dalam NMATS kamu nampak macam ni. Am I right guys? Have you all seen this question? Tell me. They will ask you find this. Prove this angle equal to this one. Am I right? Mereka akan suruh kamu buktikan. Cari sudut tu ini sama dengan nilai ni. Okay, this is not considered under proving formula lah. Yang ni kamu kena buat pengiraan. So that's why soalan macam ni tak masuk bawah yang ni. Okay, it's not under this one because you must use calculation to get this answer. So it's not really considered proving lah. Proving means kamu kena guna semua formula ARM. You must use general formula. Then only it's called proving. If you have values, kalau kamu ada nilai dah, itu bukan maksudnya menerbitkan rumus. That is not deriving formula. Okay guys? Can you get it? So now we go to the difficult one lah. Okay, this is chapter 2, pembezaan. A lot of formula. Okay, differentiation a lot. Okay, so guys, first of all, have you all heard of this? Inductive conclusion, guys. Modern maths, ingat balik. Inductive, I think it come out right in your SPM. Modern maths, inductive conclusion. Mereka tanya kamu. So even at maths, same concept. Okay, inductive conclusion. So how you do this? You must see over here. This one, they want to get the general formula of differentiation. dy bahagi dx. So how we get the general formula is from induction. Means that we observe the pattern of numbers. Okay, the pattern of numbers, we observe what is the changes. Example, y is 6x, you differentiate, you will get 6. Y is 6x squared, you increase the power by 1, you get 12x. Okay, y is 6x cubed, you differentiate, you get 18x squared. So guys, can you see the relation? 6, 12x, 18x squared. So can you all see what is the thing that is changing here? Okay, you can see that 6 maintain, you can write like this, 6, 6, 6. And then here is times 1, times 2, times 3, x power 0, x power 0 mean 1, x power 1, x power 2. So guys, can you see? This is inductive conclusion. This is the meaning. So that's how they can get the answer is like this. N means the value is 1, 2, 3. This is your n value over here. All of this is n value yang ni. In the bracket 1 means it's changing. That's why we give it an n value. Okay, and then you have another one here, x power n minus 1. Okay, what is this x power n minus 1? Basically, if you observe here lah, here n is 1. Wait, here n is 1, but here your x is power is equal to 0. Okay, power 0. So how about here, guys? Here n is 2. Am I right in the bracket? But look at here, your x is 1. And then here, your n is 3, x is 2. So can you see is n minus 1? Okay, every n term you minus 1. So that's how you get the general formula for differentiation is like this. Okay, guys, can you get it? For those take English, how you do the differentiation? This is not really under proving lah, but it's to show how you get the formula for differentiation. By using example lah, kamu guna contoh, then you'll understand. Just random example like this. You can take any equation you like. Doesn't mean it must be y equals 6x. Anything you like, you can still show the formula. Okay, so Mirinda.
Ya, untuk soalan induktif iaitu khusus ke umum. Untuk soalan ni it's simple sebab pembezaan kan macam normal. Kita boleh buat pembezaan untuk first 6x. 6x tu x kuasa 1, so 1 darab dengan 6, x kuasa 1, 1 tolak 1 dapat kosong. Yang tu yang asas lah. So it would be simple kalau kita dah tahu yang asas dulu. Lepas tu 6 darab 2, 12. Lepas tu 2 tolak 1 is 1. Sebab tu ada x, sebab x kuasa 1 bukan x kuasa kosong. So sebab kita dah tahu yang asas, yang darab lepas tu kuasa tu kita tolak. Kalau kita nak ingat, kita boleh guna akronim dato. Darab tolak. Darab tu maksudnya kuasa darab dengan nombor depan, lepas tu kuasa tu tolak dengan 1. So dato. Kalau nak ingat lah pembezaan. So yang ni kita boleh tahu that first tu first tu 1, n maksudnya n kuasa tu 6x kuasa 1, 6x kuasa 2, 6x kuasa 3. Maksudnya n tu kita ambil unknown n 1, 2, 3 semakin bertambah kan 1, 2, 3. So kita boleh buat kesimpulan that 6 darab dengan n kuasa x n minus 1. Sebab kita dah tahu basic dia, so kalau korang dah tahu yang basics, it would be simple, easy to do. So 6 darab dengan n x kuasa n minus 1. Itu je.
Okay guys, are you clear for this question? Boleh faham macam mana nak dapat yang ni? It's just observing the pattern only. Kamu tengok pola macam mana dia berubah, kamu akan tahu dah. Okay, they can ask like this in SPM also. Boleh keluar. Okay, for form 5 proving lah. Tapi soalan macam ni sangat famous lah, tapi boleh keluar juga. Okay, so another one, this one is actually the same thing lah. Okay, dia adalah konsep sama. Exactly the same thing. So this one tak payah. Kamu tahu yang atas cukup dah. Tak perlu hafal 2 kaedah. 1 kaedah cukup. Tak mau bagi kamu semua confused. Okay. So next one. Okay. This is the difficult one lah. Okay. Yang ni kamu nampak pasti kamu pening. Okay. Definitely you all will get crazy when you see this. But you must know how to prove. Okay. I think you all know lah this one. Have you all heard of this first principle? I think you all know, right? Example, they give you y is 3x power 5. So they ask you, differentiate this using the first principle. So guys, if I differentiate like this can they say by using first principle dengan guna prinsip pertama. So do I get the mark if I write like this? Kalau saya jawab macam ni, betul ke tak? Is it correct? They say dengan menggunakan kaedah prinsip pertama by using first principle. Can I do like this directly? Yes, cannot. Okay, you must show the delta. Symbol delta is the key symbol for first principle. Okay, if you don't see the delta, then it's wrong already. Okay, so this is basically to prove that one lah by using different symbol like fx, gx, all these things. Okay, they won't give you number lah, mereka takkan bagi nombor. So let's try to understand this one. Okay, so wait. Okay, so they'll ask you to prove this one. Okay, means basically you can start over here. Kamu mula dengan left hand side. You start with the left hand side and then go to the right hand side. Okay, why I say start with the left hand side? Because left hand side, they ask you to do differentiation. Am I right? So that's why you start with left hand side lah. If you start with right hand side, you must go to the left hand side. Yang ni lebih susah. Right hand side to left is more hard. So you always go from hard to easy, not easy to hard. This is the thing in proving you all must know. You must go from hard to easy. Okay, so you can start with an assumption. You let y equals to fx plus gx. Okay, so that you make it simpler lah, in other words. Okay, so you can see over here, y plus delta y equal to fx plus delta x. You can see over here, mereka modify yang ni. They are changing all this, plus g x plus delta x. Okay, how they get it? Why do they put delta x, guys? Can anyone tell me? Why must we use the symbol delta x? This one, why? Why must I put this one? Can anyone give me a reason? Very good, small change in the value of x. Okay, whenever there is a very small change, let's say 0.00001, this is delta x. Okay, small change, very small. This is when we use delta x. Okay, so don't get scared when you see the symbol delta x. It just means a small change. Okay, nothing else. Okay, so after you do this, you can shift. Okay, you can see over here, they shift the y to the right hand side. Okay, so y, do you all see earlier your assumption? Y is actually fx plus gx. Am I right? So if you shift from left hand side to the right hand side, it will become minus fx minus gx. Okay, so then you try to recall and see what is your step when using first principle. First step is you add delta y and delta x. Am I right, guys? Try to think back how you do first principle. This is your first step. Am I right? Second step, you will do delta y divide delta x. Am I right? So can you see they are following the step only. That's why you divide delta x. Okay, what is your third step in first principle? You will make this assumption. Delta x approach 0, means the limit of delta x go close to 0. Okay, so when you do this assumption, basically, you can see that, wait, let me see where. Okay, this one. You can see that you separate the equation into fx and gx. This delta x, you separate into two fractions. Pisahkan jadi dua pecahan. So you can see over here lah. They group all the similar function f together, divide delta x, and group all the similar function together and then divide delta x also. Okay, so from here, you can see that you will already get f prime x plus g prime x. Why do I say this, guys? If you all still remember, f prime x is what, guys? How do you get f prime x? Okay, you can refer on top. Okay, this one over here. Can you all see this? If you reach this one, this formula, it means you already differentiate one time. Okay, this is how they can direct convert from this one, exactly the same, they convert to f prime x. If you get in this format, exactly like this, then you convert to g prime x. What is negative fx minus fg4? Which one, Aida? Which line? Negative fx. Oh, this one. Do you mean this one? Oh, wait. Very simple only. You just shift the y to the left, to the right hand side of the equation. Based on the assumption here, y is fx plus gx. That's why it becomes minus fx minus gx. Can you see it? Okay. So now, Mivindra, quite complex, but I think you can handle it.
Ya, okay. So untuk soalan ini, pembezaan prinsip pertama macam normal je yang soalan yang kita boleh buat. Okay, untuk ni differentiate. Can you scroll up?
Okay.
Okay, so untuk soalan ni, kita nak membezakan fx plus gx Lepas tu baru kita dapat nilai tu kan yang kita dah bezakan. So kita bezakan dulu untuk mendapatkan hasil yang telah dibezakan. So kita start dari kanan ke kiri. Okay, can you scroll down? Okay, thank you. Okay, so untuk ni kita ambil dulu y tu sama dengan fx plus gx. Lepas tu kita tambah delta y and delta x sebab kita nak dapatkan perubahan kecil. Nak dapatkan perubahan kecil, kita tambah dengan delta y dan delta x. So y tambah delta y sama dengan f, x tambah delta x plus g, x tambah delta x. Lepas tu y tu kita pindahkan. Y pindahkan, tadi y kat atas tu kan tulis katakan y sama dengan fx plus gx. So, sebab kita dah pindahkan dah jadi tolak lah, negatif. Positif jadi negatif. So, fx plus delta x tambah gx plus delta x minus fx minus gx. Lepas tu, sekarang kita dah tambah delta y, delta x. Sekarang kita bahagi dengan delta x. Untuk nak dapatkan, nanti kan kita akan buat as delta x mendekati approaches to zero. So, yang ni kita bahagi dulu. Lepas tu, lepas kita dah buat macam pecahan, sekarang kita boleh categorize dua, iaitu fx dan gx dalam dua bentuk. So untuk fx tu sebab kita dah tunjukkan fx plus delta x minus fx per delta x tu kat atas tu kan ada formula. Can you scroll up?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yang atas tu kan ada formula dy over dx sama dengan had delta x approaches to zero, fx tambah delta x. Maksudnya kalau kita dah dapat buat rumus tu, kita dah dapat tunjukkan, maksudnya dah differentiate. Kalau dah differentiate, kita boleh tulis f prime x tambah g prime x sebab dah bezakan.
Okay guys, are you clear? I know this formula a bit hard, dia sedikit susah, but can you all get the concept? It look very complex, but can you get it? Everyone here boleh faham apa yang dia terangkan? Can Okay, so make sure if this one come out in the exam, don't leave blank guys. Jangan kamu tinggal blank. Okay, because possible to ask, dia boleh tanya. Okay, don't think differentiation tak ada apa-apa pembuktian. They got, okay, there is proving in differentiation, so you must know. Okay, dah keluar juga trial 2023. Okay, so the next one I will explain is this one. Okay, this one, do you all remember guys? What is this rule? Can anyone tell me apa petua ni first? First of all, what's the name of this rule? If you all remember, apa petua ni? Are you sure? Not quotient. Some more, one more, another one. When got plus in the middle, what rule is this? Anyone? No. I forget already. I'll try to check back. This one is basically product rule, guys. Do you all remember? Yeah, product rule. Petua pendaraban in BM. Okay, product rule. Can you see? This is the format. I know it's a bit different. Yang kamu nampak selalunya adalah yang ni kan? You all always see this as your product rule. Am I right? Sebenarnya benda sama sahaja. Okay, this is exactly the same. V prime X is dV dx lah. Okay, untuk gambarkan perbezaan peringkat pertama, first differentiation, we put prime lah. Okay, and U prime X is du dx lah. So it's exactly the same thing. Nothing changed. Okay, 100% same formula only. Okay, so how do we prove this? Macam mana buktikan yang ni? Is it? Wah, banyak lah yang ni. Okay, so guys get ready ya. This one susah. Betul-betul susah punya. 2 pages. Get ready. Okay, so now, first assumption, you always do like this. Am I right? In the exam, don't worry. I will guide you all, don't worry. When you're doing product rule, remember, you guys must write this step. Am I right? Let y equals to uv. Let's say your question is like this. Okay, product rule, they ask you differentiate this one. Bezakan yang ni. How do you differentiate this equation? Okay, macam mana kamu bezakan? Why this slide? This one mathematics, you know. Okay, so your u is 2x plus 3 power 5. Am I right? And then v is 1 plus 2x power 4. So this is the exact same thing they are doing over here. Yang ni. Okay, only thing different is they tambah delta y. You add delta y. Okay, so this is the difference only. Why delta y? Because small changes. Small changes, we always use delta to show. means it's not the exact value. Yeah, these are not common to come out. The just now one very common to come out. Okay, this one they won't ask, I think, because 2 pages, so quite long. Okay, so yeah, and then you can see over here lah, x you plus with delta x. Okay, because small changes. Whenever left hand side you plus delta y, right hand side you also must plus delta x. No, 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 not 20 marks. Don't think it'll be 20 marks. Only 4 marks. 4 marks, maybe 5 marks if they kind. Definitely not 20 marks. Okay, please. Okay. So yeah. So then what you do is, guys, do you remember the previous proving that we did? We always shift the y to the right hand side. Am I right? So can you see over here? They shift the y to the right hand side. This is your y. Why is that your y? Because you already make the assumption here. Do you all see this? Over here, you make this assumption. That's why minus y is this one. Okay, so then you continue, you can expand. Okay, this one, the x. Okay, you can expand to x plus delta x. Anytime you see an x, you plus delta x because got small changes. So this is what they are showing over here. Okay, same thing. So this one, let me see, plus ux plus delta x. Okay, basically they show this. This value is actually 0. This total value is 0. But why they add this is because they want to factorize. Okay, the reason they add this is because of factorization purpose. That's why they add this. Okay, you can see over here, this part. Can you see? They want to separate to 2 brackets. That's why they add this blue color part so that they can factorize outside. Okay, so yeah, slowly lah, you must do this one. Then you will get like how they show over there. It doesn't really matter if you cannot understand right now, because this kind of question very rare to come out. I'm just telling you all just in case they want to give you all a hard question, this one they can ask. Okay, but very rare lah. The chances are very low. But I just want to explain lah since it's included. Okay, so you can see over here it come more complex. Okay, I know it's complex, but slowly. This one basically, do you all remember, guys? Your third step in first principle, you must divide delta x. Am I right? Your third step, divide delta x. So this is how they do it lah. The previous step, you just divide delta x. Okay, and then, okay. Next step, you make your limit go to 0. Am I right? When you do first principle, you always let delta x go 0. So that's how you separate into 2. Remember the previous proving? We separate the function into 2. We're doing the same part also here. Okay. After the symbol plus, you separate it. Pisahkan dua-dua until you get like this. Okay. Then you can see over here, we take out these 2. You take out this one. You apply limit to everything. Okay. To all of the function here, you apply limit. Delta x go to 0. You have 4 parts. Okay, so these 4 parts, you apply the limit delta x approach to 0. Okay, so if delta x approach to 0, you basically can just copy this whole thing. Everything copy only, nothing. Copy everything except this one, the delta x kamu potong lah, because delta x go to 0. So that's why any delta x you see on top, you potong lah. Only one lah, you potong. So other than that, salin only. Then you can get the answer. Okay, like this. So how they change from this one to this one? Basically, if you see over here, this one, guys, do you all still recall? This whole thing is v prime x. And this whole thing is u prime x. Okay, guys, can you get it? Can I know it's very long. It might take some time for you all to hafal. Okay, you must go through by your own. Then you will understand one. Okay, if you try to write down and do by yourself, you will understand more. Trust me. Okay, you must try out the question on your own. Don't refer. Try to prove and see until where you start. You refer back to this. Then you continue. Write down. Because when you write down, auto you will memorize already. This is one of the study technique. If you're lazy to write, it won't enter your brain. So that's why you must always rajin to write down. Okay, guys. So I give to Mirindra to continue. Okay, this one very long.
Okay, untuk soalan ni macam tadi, perbezaan prinsip pertama. So kita akan buat guna konsep perbezaan prinsip pertama juga. So untuk ni kita ambil dulu y sama dengan ux vx sebab hasil yang ni petua hasil darab. So ux darab vx. Okay, lepas tu kita macam tadi tambah perubahan kecil delta x, delta y, lepas tu bahagi dengan delta x, lepas tu delta x approaches to zero. Tiga tu je. Okay, so untuk ni okay, u x tambah delta x vx tambah delta x minus ux vx tu tadi kan ada y kat depan, so pindah dah jadi negatif. Okay, lepas tu delta y sama dengan ux, okay yang tu minus yang blue color yang ux tambah delta x vx tambah ux tambah delta x vx tu, kalau tambah tolak kan zero. So yang tu cuma untuk dapatkan zero untuk nak faktorkan nanti. Okay, so delta y sama dengan ux tambah delta x. Okay, kalau kat situ if tak nampak, kita boleh ambil katakan ux tambah delta x tu sama dengan a. Lepas tu vx a sama dengan ux tambah delta x. Lepas tu b sama dengan vx tambah delta x. Okay, lepas tu kalau kita tengok yang third line, AB minus AVX tambah BVX minus UXVX. Kalau kita nak bagi simple lah, sebab terlalu banyak kan, so kita ambil macam tu, AB minus AVX plus AB minus AVX plus AVX minus UXVX. So kalau macam tu mungkin boleh nampak simple. So A kita factor out. So A tu UX tambah delta X. So B minus VX. B tu tadi VX tambah delta X. Okay, yang tu lah. Kalau kita nak make more easy, kita boleh guna katakan tu. Okay, lepas tu yeah.
Basically, you just factorize all of these out lah. Kamu faktorkan semua ni keluar. That's why this one come out. Then everything else in the bracket you salin. Okay, because that one is the factor serupa lah. So that's why we factorize outside. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Can you scroll down?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay, untuk ni kita bahagi dengan delta X. Okay, lepas kita dah bahagi, kita akan pisahkan jadi dua konsep yang UX tambah delta X dengan VX lah. Kita akan jadikan dua. Lepas tu had delta X approaches to zero kan. So yang delta X kat line ke 1, 2, 3, 4. Yang line ke 4 tu, line 4th line. Yang delta X tu kita boleh cancel sebab zero kan. Yang lain tu masih sama. So kalau kita tengok yang hard delta X approaches to zero, yang line terakhir yang Vx tambah delta X minus Vx over delta X tu, yang tu kita dah bezakan. So kita boleh jadikan V prime. Yang Ux tambah delta X minus Ux over delta X juga kita dah bezakan. So kita boleh jadikan U prime. So yang itulah kita dah prove that Ux darab V prime tambah Vx darab U prime. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Okay. So, can understand guys? Boleh faham? I know it's a bit hard, but you all must try to do on your own. Kamu kena buat sendiri. If you try to answer this question on your own tanpa refer yang ni, then you can do one. Okay? So, can guys? Everyone? Can I continue? If any question, please ask. Kalau kamu tak faham mana-mana bahagian, please type in the chat box. I can explain. Okay? So, if no question, I continue. Okay, so next one you all must, okay, this one no need. Alternative method tak perlu. You all get more confused only. Just remember one method enough. Okay, so next one they'll ask you to prove is this one. Okay, so this one guys, what is this? Apa petua ni? Anyone remember? What rule is this in differentiation? What is the name? Yeah, quotient rule. Okay, quotient rule. In BM is petua hasil bahagi, right? If not mistaken, is it? I think so lah. Okay, yeah. Okay, quotient in English mean divide. Whenever you see the word quotient is divide. That's why the formula here got a divide. Okay, everything has meaning one. That's why they call it quotient rule. Ada simbol bahagi. Quotient mean bahagi. Okay, so this is the easy way for you all to remember the formula lah. Okay, so always when you do quotient rule, remember you will do this assumption. Let y equal to yeah, 2 pages also. Be ready. Okay, these two very long because product rule and quotient rule is a complex one. They are combined many functions. That's why it become very complex. Okay, that's the problem here lah. Okay, so again, you will see that. Wow, Vishal already say wait because he's going to replace me for the English also. Okay, so y plus delta y equal to u. You want to explain now? U x plus delta x over v x plus delta x. Again, remember delta x because of small changes. That's why we add the delta x. And again, can you see guys? Same step. Y you shift to the right hand side and then minus ux over vx. We already make the assumption here. Okay, so it's the exact same step. So then what you do is you combine these two separate fractions become single fraction. Okay, can you see? We combine the denominator. We darab, we times both denominator. Then you do your normal maths lah. You just see what is the combination you can do. Okay, so this one common, so you cancel off. So you have Vx times with the top one, Ux plus delta x. Same thing happen here, Ux and then Vx plus delta x. Okay, so then remember the just now proving, we always add this one. So remember to add this. Okay, I know a lot will forget this one because suddenly this thing come, but you must know. Okay, you must add this one. Okay, after you combine become a single fraction, same from the previous one, so that you can factorize out. Okay, we want to get in this format so that we can factorize this one. Okay, this is all factorization only. Okay, because you must remember our general formula on top. If you still remember over here, which one? This one. If you want to show differentiation, we are using this concept. So this is why we actually add. That one we have to add by ourselves. It never come from anywhere. Kita sengaja tambah one. It never come from the working. So that we can get to this format and directly change it to dy over dx. That's why we add that one. Okay, on purpose only, or else you cannot prove. Okay, so you can see over here, where is it? Wow, this one very long lah. I so scared. Okay, so you must add. If I also scared means you guys take care lah. Okay, take care. So minus ux. Okay, so this one copy only lah. Vx minus ux, these two copy. Okay, then you add this one so that you can factorize. Can you see over here? We are just factorizing this one and this one. Can you see? We just copy only. Exactly. Okay, so do you want to continue, Vishal, for this one? This one very hard one.
That looks scary.
Yeah, they can ask to prove one. You want to continue for this question?
No, it's fine. You continue.
I continue. Okay, lucky you. Okay, so you can see over here. Basically, we next one you do lah. Okay, so the next English one. So Vx minus Ux. So then you see over here, this whole part, you make it come inside the bracket over here. Okay, and then Vx plus delta x minus Vx, this one basically comes from this one and this one. Okay, you factorize it. They won't ask usually, very rare, by just telling you all just in case. In case it come only. Okay, very rare one. Okay, but if you want to study, you got a lot of time, don't know what to do, study this lah. In case it come out, you untung lah. I can guarantee you, if this question come out, 90% of the Malaysia student won't do. I tell right now, 90% won't do. I can increase to 95% of Malaysia student also. Who are the 5%? All of you here lah. The 5% who can do this question is all who joined today's class. Trust me. Okay? Because I'm sure a lot of people never seen this before in their life. Banyak tak nampak yang ni. They think it won't come out also, but you never know. Okay, kamu tak tahu. Anything is possible in SPM. So that's why I'm just guiding you all a bit only. Okay, if I go really detailed, you guys really suffer. That's why. Okay, so remember, second step, we always divide delta x. Am I right? First principle, always divide delta x. Yeah, definitely. Okay, divide delta x. This one, where I get this, you copy from the top working only. Salin bulat. Don't change anything. Okay, then remember our third step in differentiation, delta x approach 0. Am I right? So you continue this one lah. You can see over here. Basically, this one, they take it out to become over here. And the delta x, they bawa masuk inside here. This whole thing on top, you copy. Okay, they just shifting the equation only. This one from here come here, this one from here go there. Okay, exactly the same only because it's times. So when it's times, you can shift anywhere you like. Okay, kalau hubungan darab. If tambah tolak cannot, only times can. Okay, so then you apply the limit. Delta x go to 0. Okay, you can see over here. Let me see. Where, okay, this one they are separating. Mereka pisahkan jadi dua pecahan. They separate the delta x to the two fraction over here, left side and right side. So that's how they separate to two fraction. So after you separate it, basically what you do is, let me see. This one they still copying back. Okay, they still copy back everything. Nothing changed. I don't know why they do this step also. They just copy back only. Yeah. So then delta x is 0. Am I right, guys? Delta x 0 means this one gone already. So can you see how they get this? Okay, can understand? Delta x 0 means you cancel off. And again, you see over here, delta x 0 I cut. Delta x 0 I cut. Don't cut the bottom one, guys. Bottom one don't cut. Because if you divide 0, you get infinity. That means you cannot prove. Jangan ganti delta x equal to 0 inside here. Only the top one. Okay, because if you divide 0, you get no solution. No solution, how you want to prove? Tak boleh buktikan. Okay, so ganti dalam atas sahaja, not at the bottom. Okay, so then after you gantikan in all the delta x, you will get this one, this equation. Can you see, guys? Is this your product rule? Your quotient rule? Yes, right? Remember your formula, v du dx minus u dv dx over v square. You can abaikan the x lah if it confuse you. It's the exact same thing. Can you see? The same formula only. Okay, guys? Can you all get it? Still surviving? Masih hidup? Masih di dunia ni? Masih di bumi? Or in planet Mars already? Okay, so now, Mirindra, don't worry guys, fighting. Trust me, you all will untung one if this one come out. Kalau ni keluar, kamu semua memang untung. Yeah, you can sleep very well already after this class because of all this. Wah, dah kat syurga. Hopefully you have a nice life over there without admits. Guys, wait, I want to make a joke. Guys, who to blame? Who create all this? This guy over here, your famous person, Newton. Newton invent all this for you. Hey, I never invent, I never invent, please. No. I explaining what he explained to you all. Sorry, I explain what Newton said to you all. That's the only my role. I explain what he said. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, because durian drop, because apple drop on his head, that's why he think of differentiation. Yeah. That's the reason, guys, you study all this. Differentiation come from that situation, the apple drop on the head. He think a lot lah. IQ very high. He think outside the box. So that's how he can get all this. So maybe one day one of you might come out with your own formula. Who knows? Satu daripada kamu di sini can create your own formula just from a simple apple drop on the head. You can come up with all this. So that's why, guys, you don't need something magical to start with to get somewhere. It can be very simple, but if you are smart, you can do wonders in the world. This is the thing lah. I don't know lah. Okay, so Mirindra.
Okay. Okay, so untuk soalan ni hasil bahagi, petua hasil bahagi, kita masih guna konsep prinsip pertama. So kita tambah dengan delta y plus yang delta x perubahan kecil macam biasa. Lepas tambah y tu kita pindah jadi negatif ux over bx lah. Lepas tu Okay, saya beritahu as simple as possible lah. Okay, so kita darab dengan kita samakan pembawa. Lepas tu lepas kita dah samakan um, okay, kita tambah negatif UX VX tambah UX VX, yang tu macam tadi yang blue color line tu untuk sama dengan kosong. Untuk yang tu kita tulis untuk buat factorization, untuk faktorkan je. So lepas kita dah faktorkan, kita boleh dapat macam tu lah, yang VX lepas tu dalam kurungan tu and negative UX dalam kurungan tu. Okay, can you scroll down?
Okay.
Going as fast as I can. Okay, so delta Y over delta X, yang ni kita nak, first kan kita dah buat perubahan kecil, sekarang kita nak bahagi dengan delta X. Okay, so mereka dah terus bahagi delta X sebab nanti kan confused. So mereka dah tulis kat luar 1 over delta X darab dengan yang tadilah, yang line sebelum tu. Lepas tu had delta X approaches to 0. Lepas tu mereka hanya tukar tempat yang VX darab VX tambah delta X tu, mereka gantikan dengan yang perubahan kecil X lah, yang delta X. So mereka tukar tempat and then macam tadi buat dua group, yang untuk VX lepas tu dengan UX. Lepas dah buat group and then delta X tu approaches to 0, third step. So delta X tu kita cancelkan lah, yang delta X. Kalau kita cancelkan dapat kosong yang itu, lepas tu ikat dalam tu pun kosong. So if kita buat macam tu, kita dah dapat bezakan yang VX dengan UX. So yang tu hasil yang kita dah bezakan lah. So kita tulis VX darab dengan U prime X minus UX darab V prime X. Yang kat luar tu VX tu yang lepas kita dah delta X tu dah jadikan kosong. So VX darab VX tambah kosong lah, sebab tu mereka dah abaikan tambah kosong tu. So and then VX darab VX, VX square. Lepas tu tulis je lah, itu je.
Okay guys, are you clear? Boleh faham? Don't just direct write this formula out if they ask you to prove. Jangan pandai sangat, kamu skip semua step ni, terus tulis yang ni. I know a lot of people will do like that, but you won't get many marks. Okay, kamu takkan dapat markah. Okay, so if you can, please remember. Okay, cuba hafal yang ni. Bukan hafal, cuba faham yang ni. Okay, try to understand this. Cuba faham. Okay, so that you all, if we come out, then you all can score lah. If we want to come out paper 1, saya predict dia keluar. Kertas 1 saja. Kertas 2, no. If differentiation kertas 2, they will ask you application question 1. Okay, kertas 2 takkan tanya yang ni. Paper 1 only. Okay, section A maybe. Okay, section B maybe also. Okay, if differentiation lah. But yang ni sangat-sangat kebat lah. This one definitely awas tertinggi dah. Highest level. Okay, so this one no need to know. Alternative no need. One method enough. Okay, so okay, Vishal, your turn. I think this is the last formula for differentiation.
I'm not gonna lie, this okay very hard to understand, but I'll try lah. Buan,
Yeah.
do they when they put limit x delta x to 0, delta y or
Yeah.
delta x, is it simplification or what? Or is it memang like
Which
that?
one?
Yeah.
Which one?
The first
This
line.
one.
Yeah.
This one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. It just simplify only lah. Means they assume this one dy over dx is delta y over delta x. Remember this formula, guys? Approximation. This one lah. They apply this concept. That's why dy dx here, they change it to delta y delta x because of this rumus. This formula you all learn, right? Under pembezaan. So this is how they use it lah. Okay. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Buan. If I screw up at any point, just interrupt me. So
Okay, you can.
the second line is basically the so if you see the chain rule, it's basically dy over dx equals to dy over du times du dx. So it's basically taking one part and splitting it into two components. So for here, dy over dx equals to limit delta x to 0. We're actually changing delta y over delta x into the same thing. So it's actually repeating the formula, but you're using delta instead of d. So can scroll down, Buan. So we are taking the limit delta x to 0, delta y or delta u, then we are repeating everything. In the last few lines, um, yeah, we are just simplifying everything lah. So it isn't much of new stuff. It's just basic expansion. But the most important thing is you have to know that dy or dx is equals to limit delta x, like the formula that right there lah. That they circle one. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just have to remember that. You apply it inside, then you will use the same formula to split it. Then you should get your chain rule formula. Can you add
Okay.
something, Puan?
Which one?
If it's, I don't know, incomplete.
Oh, can complete Adi. Good. Okay. So guys can understand. Those take English can get it. Okay. Basically lah, if you all remember your index number, I tried to relate this to Form 4 Chapter 10 lah. How do you solve index numbers in 3 years guys? Macam mana nak selesaikan kalau harga index ni 3 tahun? We use chain rule. Am I right? Petua rantai. Chain rule. So the formula you're using, rumus yang kamu guna is actually this one. Only thing is, kamu tukar dy dx ni kepada harga index. That's all. Exactly the same format. So if you want to understand chain rule, you use the exact same concept you use with index number 3 tahun. Exactly the same formula. Bentuk rumus tu macam ni. Exactly the same. Okay, so this is the concept they're applying over here. Okay, so yeah. So Mirindra.
Okay, so untuk terbitkan petua rantai chain rule, kita guna dy over dx sama dengan had delta x approaches to 0, delta y over delta x. Yang tu rumus biasalah. So kita tulis balik and then kita buat had delta y over delta u darab delta u over delta x. Kan kita tadi tu ada dy over du darab du over dx kan. So kita jadikan delta lah. So delta y over delta u darab dengan had delta u over delta x. Jadikan had separate ada dua. Lepas tu kan ada formula dy over dx sama dengan had delta y over delta x tu maksudnya dy dx lah. So maksudnya delta y over delta u tu maksudnya dy du and delta u over delta x is du dx. Itu je.
Yeah, I think this formula not hard lah guys. Can you all see it? Can you guys get it? This formula, boleh faham yang ni? It's exactly the same only. They just change this delta to dy du. This delta u over delta x to du dx. If you all want lah, all this you can no need to write. Tak perlu. Direct from here to the final answer. You already proven. Does it make it simpler now guys? Adakah dia lebih senang sekarang? Dari yang ni terus skip ke yang ni. You already get the answer. Okay guys, are you clear? This step, basically they just say that the limit apply to both side. Mereka pisahkan had tu untuk dua-dua bahagian ni. They are writing like that. Tapi that one no need, very complex already. Direct from this step, you go to the final answer. Okay guys, can get it? So this is all you need to know for differentiation. Semua rumus pembezaan dah kat sini. Okay, bab 2. Okay, so now we will go on to chapter 3. So Vishal, integration.
Okay, integration. So the question asks us to make a general conclusion by induction. So just a quick English lesson. There's two things: deduction and induction. Deduction
Math
means you.
lesson.
Deduction
Maths.
means your final answer will be specific, so there's a value. But induction means you must find a formula lah. So what we're doing in this question is actually finding the formula by looking at the terms. So here we are given y equals to 6x, then we are given 6x squared, 6x cubed, and so on and so forth. So from these sequences, we will try to find the formula that will help us solve for nth term, for any nth term. So what I mean is, for example, for the first term, we'll sub in n equals to 1 into the formula and we'll get our answer. And it's the same for all the terms, all the n terms. Another term that you must know is indefinite integral. So integral is basically integrating the function, and indefinite means it's not a complete one. So like here there's plus c, and plus c is not like a value, right? So it's just indefinite. Um, so the functions we are using is y equals to 6x, then y equals to 6x squared, then y equals to 6x cubed, and 6x to the power of n. So if you want to integrate these values, we'll be getting what do you call the thing? Integral 6x, 6x,
Yeah,
one.
yeah, correct.
Integral 6x, integral
Mm.
6x squared, and so on and so forth. And here we must actually specifically make this, specifically get these particular values. Buan, can you highlight the 3x squared plus c?
Okay.
Okay.
This one. Okay, why
Uh,
can't come? Wait, doesn't want to highlight. Never mind lah. Just circle this one.
okay. So if you see integral 6x, it's actually 3x squared plus c. Because if you integrate 6x, you'll get 3x squared. Buan, can you show the working out? If you,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, okay. So by using the normal integration method, you'll be getting integral 6x equals to 3x squared. And that is for our first function, which is y equals to 6x. We'll repeat the same process for the next function. For the second function, we'll be using 6x squared, integral 6x squared. We must specifically make it 2x to the power of 3. We cannot make it into anything else, because this is the only numbers that will help us find our formula. Can you scroll down real quick, Buan?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the formula we're actually trying to find out for over here. 6 over n plus 1, x power n plus 1 plus c is a uh, very unique one, lah. And you have to make the specific numbers in order to find that formula. Can you scroll back up, Buan?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the actually no, it's just integrating, right? Okay, now for the second one, you get 2x cubed when you integrate. For the third one, you'll get 3 over 2x to the power of 4 if you integrate. And can you scroll back down one? So you'll realize that there's a pattern forming lah. When you take your first indefinite integral, your second and your third one, you can actually make the conclusion that the formula we get is 6 over n plus 1 times x power n plus 1 plus c, the formula at the end one, the
Yeah.
rightmost one.
This one.
Yeah. This is maybe a bit complex, but if you actually sub in the values from just now, you'll find that your answers are the exact same. So let's take
Yeah.
the second, yeah, n equals to 2.
Yeah.
What is that?
No, I just writing the general formula. When we do induction, we must write n is 0, 1, 2. Your modern maths lah, guys. Remember, you must specify the value of n. So this what they're showing here lah, to the formula.
Hmm?
Okay. Yeah.
So if you use,
So
yeah, sorry.
continue.
Okay, if you use n equals to 2, for example, by subbing it into our formula, you'll actually get, bye-bye, Pritika. So you will actually get 2x power n plus 1 plus c, and it's the exact same as the function just now. So you just have to remember to make the general conclusion by looking at the functions and their indefinite integrals. And yeah, that's it actually. Anything to add,
Yeah.
Bon?
No, correct. Yeah, very good. Okay, so guys, basically, what you just do is you observe the pattern only. Okay, example lah, you can see over here 3x squared, 2x cubed, 3 over 2x power 4. Can you guys try to find a pattern that can connect all these three? Actually, the pattern they never show here lah. You must do the working step by step, then you can see the pattern. This one direct, they show the answer after integration. How you see the pattern is you look at here. This is how they get the pattern. Can you see? You compare this red one with the bottom one over here. You can understand already. Can you see this, guys? You compare my red one with the bottom one. Exactly the same. Totally exactly the same. Only thing, number one, you replace it with n. N because it's general formula. General formula, you cannot put specific number. You must put n. N so is general. General formula. Okay, so that's why we use n. Okay, don't put number when you're trying to prove. Proof is always general. Okay, guys, so now we hear from Mirindra, Malay version.
Ya. So untuk pengamiran Yang ni pengamiran tak tentu, so kita akan tambah dengan C lah, unknown. So untuk pengamiran kan kita akan tambah 1 untuk kuasa and divide dengan yang kuasa tu lah yang telah ditambah, tambah 1. So untuk ni kita boleh buat yang pengamiran 6x dx tu sama dengan 6x 1 tambah 1 per 2, iaitu 1 tambah 1 jugalah. Kita boleh buat macam tu untuk lebih nampak apa yang berubah. 6x kuasa 1 tambah 1 per 1 tambah 1 tambah C. Lepas tu untuk kedua kita boleh buat cara yang sama juga. 6x 2 tambah 1 over 2 tambah 1 tambah C lah. Waktu kita dah buat 2-3 kali, kita boleh tengok pattern dia macam mana. Apa yang sama dan apa yang berubah. Yang sama tu kita kekalkan, yang berubah tu kita tulislah unknown. So yang 6x tu sama, so 6x tu kita biarkanlah 6x. Lepas tu kalau kita tengok sekarang Bro Bowen sedang buat yang third equation. So yang kita boleh nampak yang satu persamaan pertama tu ada 1 and yang kedua ada 2 and ketiga tu ada 3 kat kuasa. So yang tu kita boleh jadikan n sebagai unknown. And plus 1 untuk ketiga-tiga masih sama, so kita tak perlu tukar. And over 1 tu kita boleh nampak lah 1, 2, 3 berubah, so n. Lepas tu tambah 1 masih kekal sama, jadi tambah 1 juga. Lepas tu tambah C, tambah C lah. Jadi yang berubah je kita tukar jadi n, yang tak berubah kekalkan. Itu je. Lepas tu kita boleh dapatlah yang formula tu pengamiran 6 kuasa x, not x kuasa x, 6x kuasa n plus 1 over n plus 1 tambah c, sebab tak tentu. Okay.
Very good. Okay, so guys, remember, one thing I want you all to remember, they will never ask you integration of this one. Okay guys, have you all seen this kind of question? They ask you to integrate this kind of function. Pernah tak kamu semua jumpa yang ni? How do you integrate this, guys? Don't tell me that you integrate like this. If you do like this, is wrong. Yang ni salah. Because your bottom is 0. Yang ni dah jadi kosong. So apa-apa bagi kosong, you get infinity. So this is the condition, syarat, n cannot be -1. Kalau n tu -1, kamiran kamu akan dapat infinity. Means that your integration does not exist. Okay, so it's a totally different concept. Okay, for those who want to know, you can learn lah later. Basically, is you will add ln after you integrate this kind of function. Okay, you will add ln. Okay, these are not in your syllabus, so no need to know. Okay, x power -1, when you integrate, you get this. Tapi tak akan diuji, so don't worry. Okay, only other kuasa they'll test you is per x square, per x cube. All this you can do. Yang ni semua kamu boleh buat. Okay, but 6 over x mereka takkan tanya because you never learn yet. Okay, guys. So yeah, this is how you do lah for this question. Okay, so yeah, this one is exactly the same as on top. Okay, so now Vishal, your turn. This one is a bit different.
Yeah, the Form 5 formulas are way harder to prove if I'm not, if I'm
Because
being
calculus,
honest. Yeah.
calculus always harder.
Okay, so the next formula is actually another integration formula. So this is the formula we use whenever we want to integrate ax plus b to the power of n lah. So for example, if actually, can you scroll down one?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll just say that ax plus b is equals to u because we're going to be integrating ax plus b. So let's just make it simpler and we'll use u as the variable or the placeholder to to replace ax plus b. So the next step is we're going to actually differentiate u in terms of x. So du over dx will equals to a. And then we can rearrange the terms so we get dx equals to du over a. That's our first step. Can you scroll down one? So our next step is actually we're going to be now we're actually going to be integrating lah. So we want to switch from this part here, ax plus b power n. We want to switch it to get our formula in the end. So what we're going to do is, first things first, ax plus b is equals to u. So that means integral u to the power of n will replace it lah, and dx will be replacing with du over a. So it's basically subbing in our values to get a similar equation. So for the next step, we are going to factorize 1 over a. So if you see du over a, it's the same as 1 over a times du. So we'll be factorizing 1 over a integral u power n du. After that, it's just normal integration. So we'll be doing we'll integrate u power n, and we'll be getting u power n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. And that's the basic integrating method. And once you've simplified everything, you replace your u with ax plus b, and then the rest is the formula lah. So we'll finally get the formula. So this integrating formula, you just have to remember to differentiate at the start, and after that it's all about substitution and changing the formula so that you can get your final answer same as the formula you want to prove. That's it.
Okay, yeah, very good. Okay, so again, guys, remember your condition is n not equal to -1. You must write that one down, okay? Because if n is -1, denominator penyebut will become 0. So anything divide 0, what you get? Infinity. So this why you must write this syarat. Syarat ni sangat penting. Very simple, guys. When you do your function, bab fungsi, you get 2 over x. Am I right? Let's say lah, your answer fgx equal to 2 over x. Will you leave your answer like this, guys? Adakah kamu akan tinggal jawapan macam ni saja? Yes or no? Can you all respond? Let's say your answer is 2 over x. Will you just leave it like that? What you guys think? Anyone? Yes or no? If I leave my answer like this, is it safe or not? Adakah ni selamat ke tak? What do you all think? Anyone? Hello? Is it okay or not? I leave my answer like this. Yeah, remember guys, you must state a condition. Kamu kena nyatakan syarat x tak boleh sama dengan kosong. Exact same concept you apply over here. Can you see? N tak boleh sama dengan -1. You must always state a condition. Kamu kena nyatakan syarat kat mana rumus ni tak boleh guna. When you cannot apply this formula is when n equals -1. Same thing from here. When you cannot apply this answer, when x equal to 0, because 2 over 0 you get infinity, so x value cannot be 0. Okay, whenever you have a condition, kalau kamu ada syarat, pastikan kamu nyatakan syarat tu dalam jawapan, as long as you have the condition. Okay guys, so are you clear? So now we wait for Mirinda Malay version.
Okay, so untuk pengamiran yang ax tambah b kuasa n tu, kita nak buat pengamiran. So macam biasa, kita buatlah, katakan u sama dengan ax tambah b. Kalau nak guna unknown lain pun boleh. Janji tidak merangkumi yang kat dalam lah, unknown macam x ke b ke, jangan ulang lagi sekali. So guna yang unknown lain. So kita differentiate dulu yang persamaan u. Jadi du dx lah sama dengan a, sebab x kan dah -1. Lepas tu x kuasa -1. Lepas tu dx kita pindah dan jadikan dx tu subject matter. So dx sama dengan du over a. Lepas tu untuk nak buat pengamiran, kita just ubah yang pengamiran ax tambah b kuasa n tu kita jadikan pengamiran u kuasa n. Kenapa u? Sebab tadi kita dah katakan, tadi tu kan kita dah tulis u sama dengan ax tambah b. So kita just tukar jadi u kuasa n, du dA tu daripada tadi yang dah differentiate jadi dx subject matter. Okay, lepas tu yang 1 over a kita dah boleh keluarkan faktor, and then pengamiran un lah, kita buat pengamiran untuk u kuasa n. So u kuasa n plus 1 over n plus 1. Lepas tu tambah c jangan lupa sebab kamiran tak tentu. Lepas tu lepas kita dah buat tu, okay, u tu substitute tadi, u sama dengan ax tambah b kan. So masukkan dalam persamaan dari ax tambah b, kuasa n plus 1. Lepas tu a tu kat pembawah, yang kat bawah tu darab lah, dalam kurungan n plus 1. Lepas tu tambah c. Lepas tu jangan lupa N tidak sama dengan -1. Kalau tak nanti ambil error lah salah. Okay.
Okay guys, are you clear? Boleh faham untuk formula Cameron? Yang ni boleh keluar tahu, so kena tahu macam mana nak buktikan. You must know how to prove this one. Okay, I don't think it's quite hard lah. Basically what you do is, remember to make this assumption. Kamu kena buat anggapan ni, then only make it easier for you. Okay, always try to make assumption like this, then you can prove it already. This kind of method lah, if you study later, in higher level is called U substitution. Penggantian U. This is the method we are using. U substitution. You can search Google lah if you want to know more on this method. U substitution. Okay, penggantian U. This is what we are using over here. Usually we use the term U. Kita guna ungkapan U because there is a specific method. Kaedah dia penggantian U. Not any other letter. U substitution. Okay, you can hear of this later lah. If you're interested in mathematics, you can search lah. Okay, so yeah, this is why we use the symbol U. Okay, guys, so this is how we solve this one. Okay, so this question come out in trial 2023, so be prepared. Okay, yang ni definitely will keluar. They will ask you to prove why the area formula is like that. Sangat pendek, very short, no need to worry one. Okay, but this one already come out in 2023. So Vishal?
Bowen, can you scroll down a bit more? Like, can you just see all the stuff for a minute? Like,
Yeah.
Scroll down a bit more, please. Like you see the total and the limiting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't understand.
Which one?
The adding up everything.
This one.
Yeah, and imagine, is that imagine? No, it's just I, right?
Yeah, it's just I only, not
Okay.
imaginary.
I think I'll let you explain this, yeah.
Okay, I explain. So Minda, you get ready for Malay version, huh? Okay, so I explain in English first. So this one, basically lah guys, how to find the area under curve. This is what they asking you all. How to get the area under curve. I won't tell BM. I talk English first. How to get the area under curve. Okay, basically, we're using integration lah. You all know this is the formula you use. But how do we prove this formula? How do we prove this one? So the concept is by dividing it into rectangle. Okay, because if you try to zoom out, wait, I try to up this. So guys, if you see this shape as a whole, this whole shape over here, do we have a specific formula besides integration to count this kind of shape? Yes or no, guys? Do we have a specific formula for this kind of shape beside integration method? Can we count the area direct by a formula? Let's say like trapezium, we have 1 over 2a plus bh. Do we have a formula for this kind of shape? Adakah kita ada rumus untuk bentuk macam ni? Yes or no? Anyone? Ya atau tidak? If this kind of shape come out, do we have such formula or not? Beside integration, adakah kita ada rumus untuk kira? Hello guys. Yeah, you don't have. Okay, kita tak ada. Okay, that is why kita kena bahagikan kepada segi empat tepat. Because segi empat tepat, we have formula, right? We have the area of rectangle formula. But of course, if you see closely, kalau kamu nampak dengan lebih mendalam, sebenarnya kamu tak kira semua luas lagi. You can see that kamu sebenarnya kurang sedikit luas berbanding dengan luas sebenar. You're actually underestimating the area because there is extra empty space left out over here, as you can see. Okay, can you see? There is empty space here. Over here, got so many empty space. Okay, so that is why we need to use integration and not the rectangular area. Kita tak boleh guna luas segi empat tepat because integration can give a more accurate answer for the area under the curve. Okay, because you can see that there is a bit of empty space over here by using rectangle area. You won't get the exact answer. It's just estimate only. Okay, hanya sekadar anggap sekadar what? Estimate is jangkaan. Okay, jangkaan. So yeah. So first thing you all must know how to get the width of a rectangle. Okay, the width of the rectangle we use delta x lah. So guys, I want to ask you all, why we don't use x? Can anyone explain to me? Mengapa yang ni kita guna simbol delta X untuk lebar? Kita tak guna simbol X. Can anyone give me an answer? Why we never use X? Since our axis here adalah X kan, paksi kita X. That's why lebar ni kena X kan. Very good, Haida. There is very small change. Guys, kamu cuba lihat wajah. Yang ni sangat kecil kan? Tengok lebar ni. This is a very small value. That's why we use delta X. Okay, kalau perubahan dia sangat kecil, we use delta X. So this is how we get delta X equal to B minus A over N. B minus A over N basically mean panjang yang ni bahagi dengan jumlah segi empat tepat yang kita ada. Divide the total number of rectangle we have. The total number of rectangle is N. We're using N all over here. Okay, to count one rectangle, satu segi empat tepat, berapa luas dia? What is the, apa lebar dia? What is the width of one rectangle? That's why we divide by N. N is the total number of rectangle we have. Jumlah segi empat tepat. B is the most right rectangle. A is the most left rectangle. Yang paling kanan minus paling kiri. Then you get the total length. Am I right? The total width. And then you divide with the number of rectangle you have, N. Okay, so then we give a symbol lah. The width of one rectangle is yi. Okay, this is an assumption lah. Kita guna simbol ni. Lebar dia yi. Okay, so then the luas, the total area will be yi times width delta x lah, because area is the length times the width. Am I right? So yi times delta x. Okay, then you got many jalur. Am I right? Got many rectangle. That's why we need to sum up everything. Kita kena tambah semua. That's why got the symbol sigma. This is sigma symbol. Okay, sum, hasil tambah. Dari n from I equals to 1. Okay, n means berapa jalur yang kamu ada lah. How many rectangle you have. I is 1 means that for the first rectangle, what is the area? Okay, that's why you sum from I equals to 1 until the nth rectangle area. Okay, so this is how we write lah. If you study higher level, you'll understand this formula better. There is a formula for this. Ada rumus dia. Okay, but I don't want to tell now lah. Later you all confused. Okay, these are not in the syllabus one. Okay, so yeah. So after you already get this, dah dapat yang ni, directly you can convert to this. Can you see guys? Yi is y. Delta x change to dx. BA is basically your n and I. Kamu tukar simbol saja. Just change the symbol, you will get the answer one. Okay, can you see that n approach infinity? Because we don't know how many jalur we are going to place. We don't know how many rectangles we are going to place. That's why n is infinity. And then delta x go to 0 means the change is very small. It approaches 0, but it's not 0. Okay, so Mirinda, your turn.
Okay. So untuk soalan ni, can you scroll up?
Yeah.
Okay. Untuk soalan ni yang rumus luas di bawah lengkung, kan kita akan buat penggambaran A hingga B kan. Tapi untuk nak terbitkan rumus, kita tak boleh terus tulis penggambaran A, B, Y, dx. Tapi kita kena tunjukkan. So untuk nak tunjukkan, can you zoom? Lepas tu untuk ni, kan macam Bro Buin beritahu tadi, kan setiap segi empat tepat, rectangle tu kan ada ruang kat atas tu antara garis dengan segi empat tepat. So sebab tu kita tak boleh dapatkan nilai yang tepat, yang tak gitulah. So kalau kita macam biasa kan kita boleh guna luas bulatan ke, luas segi empat, trapezium. Tapi untuk ni sebab bentuk tu tak boleh dikira sebagai apa-apa bentuk dalam rumus. So kita akan jadi anggaran lah. So untuk anggaran ini, okay, can you scroll down? Okay, untuk anggaran ini, okay, kita first cari, sebab segi empat tepat, kita nak cari luas, kan kita perlukan lebar dan panjang. So untuk lebar, kita buat delta x, perubahan kecil untuk x, lepas tu b tolak a per n, sebab tadi kan dalam paksi X ada A dengan B. So untuk lebar kita tolaklah yang nilai besar tu B. So B tolak A over N. Sebab N tu bilangan segi empat tepat. Okay, lepas kita dah dapatkan satu rectangle yang lebar tu, lepas tu kita cari ketinggian pula. Untuk ketinggian, kita anggarkan YI. Sebab kan garis tu kan dia tulis Y kan, paksi Y. So kita jadikanlah YI. Lepas tu sekarang kita dah ada ketinggian dengan lebar. So untuk ketinggian dengan lebar, kita akan darab. Lepas tu kita akan darab untuk dapatkan luas. YI darab dengan delta X. Sebab delta X tadi lebar. YI tu tinggi. Untuk dapatkan luas satu jalur untuk satu rectangle tu. Lepas tu sekarang kita nak sum up total n bilangan rectangle segi empat tepat tu. So kita gunalah sigma n yang kat bawah tu I sama dengan 1, yi darab dengan delta x untuk sum up untuk semualah jumlahkan, totalkan. Lepas tu kita guna had delta x approaches to 0. Lepas tu kita just gantikan tu yang delta x tu jadikan dx and y I jadi y and b a tu kita tukarlah yang n jadi b and I sama dengan 1 tu jadi a. I sama dengan 1 sebab kita start daripada permulaan lepas tu hingga terakhir. N tu infinity dah sampai terakhir lah. Sampai garis tu habis. Okay.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so guys, can you get it? Boleh faham rumus ni? Very short only, sangat pendek. Can you see? Very short only. This one only you all need to write. Okay, for integration, they can ask this one. Okay, boleh tanya. Okay, paper 1, because got come out in the trial already. So that's why you all must know this. So basically, if you know this one, exactly the same. No need to explain also. Kamu salin balik semua langkah sahaja. Yang tu terhadap paksi X, you respect X-axis. This one you respect Y-axis. Nothing different. Tak ada apa-apa beza. You can see over here. Exactly the same. So yeah, nothing to modify lah. Only thing, ketinggian now instead of Y just now, kamu tukar X lah. Because sekarang kamu integrate towards the Y-axis. Kamu kami terhadap paksi Y. So that's why ketinggian sekarang kamu adalah paksi X lah. Because sekarang dia mendata horizontal. Tadi dia menegak vertical. Okay, that's why now you change the ketinggian to horizontal, X. X is horizontal kan. Okay, that's why luas you take XI darab delta Y. Perubahan kecil sekarang berlaku pada paksi Y. The small changes now happening on the Y-axis already. So that's why delta Y lah, then copy back only. Exactly same step. Then you will get the answer. Okay guys? So if you know just now one, this one, there should be no reason you don't know lah. Kalau kamu tahu yang tadi, yang ni pasti kamu tahu. Tak ada sebab kamu tak tahu. Because it's exactly the same. Okay, songsang sahaja. Okay guys? So now Rizal, volume.
Okay, I'll try my best. Please add if I am lacking at any parts.
It's
So the next
okay.
formula we're looking at is the integration formula for volume. We're actually going to be doing this in relation to the x-axis, not the y-axis. So our terms will be, okay, so our formula would be pi. We are integrating from the coordinate of a to b, y squared dx. Okay, so to prove this formula, how we do it is the first step, like in the previous formula, we will take our delta x equals to b minus a over n, and b is basically the final coordinate that we want to measure. A is the first coordinate, and we will minus to get the area, the region of the area basically, and then we'll divide by the number of cylinders in order to find our delta x. So far so good, Bon?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we want to find cylinders now, not lines. So before this, it was not cylinders, but now we have to use cylinders because it's volume. So the formula for one cylinder would actually be, as shown by Bowen, pi r square h for one formula. And now our job is to replace the r and the h. So we are going to be making another assumption where the radius of the cylinder would be yi, and the h value would actually be not delta x alone. Yeah, delta x.
Yeah, delta.
So when we sub in yi and delta x, we'll be getting pi yi squared delta x. So that is the volume of one cylinder. we already found our region, like the area lah, the shaded part where we want to find the volume. We already found the volume of one cylinder. So the next step is to add everything together in order to find our volume. So our next step would be sigma, like n at the top and I equals to 1. This is what we did in the previous to find the area lah, basically. So here we'll be doing sigma ni equals to 1 pi yi squared delta x. This is to find the total volume lah. This is to find the total number of cylinder and also the volume in the cylinder. And once we limit it to delta x is approaching 0, we'll actually get our formula. Anything to add, Bon?
No, correct. Okay, basically why you change delta x to dx is because they say delta x approach to 0. Delta x menghampiri kosong, maksudnya tak ada perubahan dah. There is no more small change. So that is why we can convert it direct to dx. Dx means no change already. Even small change kita tak detect. That's why we use dx. Okay, that's why delta x goes 0. Means the change is very, very small until you can assume delta x dah sama dengan dx. So that's why we change the delta x to dx because the change too small already. Okay, that's why we don't give the symbol lah. Kita tak bagi simbol ni dah. We direct convert to dx. Okay guys, so how about Mirindra? Think about the same lah.
Yeah, I think it's same. Okay, untuk ni isi padu kisaran 360 darjah. Jadi kita guna selalu kita guna pi, lepas tu pengamiran AB y square, lepas tu dx, ikut situasi lah, dx ke dy. So untuk ni kita differentiate x dx, buat pengamiran. So isi padu untuk silinder, n silinder, kita cari dulu macam tadi delta x perubahan kecil x b tolak a per n untuk dapatkan ketebalan silinder. Lepas tu kita jadi anggaran yang jejari silinder tu yi. Macam tadi saya rasa for ketinggian yi. Sekarang untuk ni kita jadikan jejari tu yi lah untuk isi padu. So isi padu silinder tu kita guna rumus pi j square t. T tu ketinggian. So jejari tadi kita dah dapat yi. Lepas tu yang ketinggian tu kita ambil delta x. So pi yi square delta x. Yang tu untuk isi padu. So jumlah isi padu n silinder, kan ada silinder kat situ, beberapa silinder, n bilangan silinder. So kita guna sigma, sum of bilangan n ada beberapa buah silinder. So kita guna I sama dengan 1 daripada silinder pertama. Guna pi y square delta x. Lepas tu delta x approaches to 0. So kita gunalah tukar delta x jadi dx and yang sigma n jadi pengamiran BA. Yang I equal 1 starting from 1 lah. Lepas tu kita dah dapat buktikan. Yes.
Okay guys, clear? Boleh faham for this one? Can respond everyone here? Boleh faham ke tak? Can understand? Okay, this one you all must know, kena tahu, because they can ask for paper 1. Improving formula for volume, isi padu. Okay, you must know how to prove. Okay, this one exactly the same. Hanya kamu songsang saja. Just inverse everything. Tadi yang ni y, kamu tukar x. Yang ni delta x, tukar delta y. Because sekarang kita kami terhadap paksi y. We integrate towards y-axis. That's why the small change is over here, delta y. Okay, perubahan kecil kat sini. So this is how you can get delta y. Okay, so finally, you gantikanlah b and a. Your upper limit, lower limit. Had atas, had bawah. Then you get the answer. Okay guys, so this is for integration. Kita dah habis semua rumus. Okay, so permutation combination, your favorite chapter lah guys. Only one formula. Okay, of course got some more lah, you all must know. But those kind of thing mereka akan suruh selesaikan. You must solve the equation. Kamu kena selesaikan persamaan melibatkan pilih atur dan gabungan. Permutation and combination equation. So Vishal, can you show this? Things are quite easy lah.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so before that, I'd just like to say something quick. For this chapter, Specifically, I know many people will skip this chapter or just not do this chapter in exam. And I think I would agree to a certain extent lah. So, if you are an SPM student and you are at the A plus level lah, for instance, you memang mastered everything else, this chapter, fine, then you can focus on this chapter. But this chapter is very hard to actually score in SPM. But there are some parts in this chapter that you can score, and this is one of those parts lah. This is actually calculation and not something very random. Because in SPM they can ask like many questions where you cannot even check your working, you cannot check your answers, so you'll never know if you're correct or not. But this calculation is possible. So you must actually know of two formulas before you do this, and this is very important for regular calculation itself. Um, Buan, can you write the NCR formula?
Yeah,
Yeah, and
sure.
okay. So your first formula is for permutation, where NPR is actually, what's the name of that? N, the apostrophe.
And which one?
What do you call the apostrophe? Yeah,
Factorial.
yeah. Sorry, n factorial over n minus r factorial. So this is actually the formula for permutation, and you must know the combination one is super important. That one always comes out. Even in trials, like I've seen the hardest states also has come out this ones. So you must know this one. The formula is n factorial over r factorial times n minus r factorial. So what this means is, right, we want to prove the formula given, which is, can I scroll up real quick, one? Yeah, that formula given, we are going to prove this formula using these two formulas given. So the first step we're going to do is actually, okay, so you must know that, we'll just take the right hand side lah. We'll start with the right hand side. So in the formula that they want us to prove, NCR times R factorial. So you know that NCR is actually, if you see the formula written by Bowen, it's actually n factorial or R factorial times n minus R factorial. We will sub that formula inside and we will times by R factorial. So our next step is just simplifying. So if you see there's, I think it's a bit blocking lah, Bowen. Got
Nice.
R factorial and R factorial. Yeah,
Yeah.
we will actually cut the R factorial, simplify lah, and we'll get n factorial or n minus R factorial. And if you see closely, it's actually the same as the permutation formula, and that's how we prove NPR lah. That's it.
Yeah, very simple. So basically, you just see that there is a difference here. One got R factorial, one don't have. So that is how you can prove it lah. Satu ada R factorial kat bawah, satu lagi tak ada. So that's the difference. That's why you times with R factorial. Okay, itu adalah perbezaan. So only this formula lah for permutation you all should know. Okay, actually got lah some more, but let me see this one. Oh, this one not proving. This one is, oh, okay. Interesting question. This one I explain lah, guys. Okay, so basically, guys, have you all heard of this Pascal's triangle? Anyone here don't know what is Pascal triangle? Segitiga Pascal. I think you all know, right? Yeah, from two maths actually. You plus these two number, you get 2. 2 plus 1, you get 3. 2 plus 1, you get 3. Nombor kat kanan dan kiri always is 1. Okay, this is the pattern of Pascal triangle lah. So this is to show a pattern actually. You can see that 1, 2, 4, 8 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, pola dia. Darab 2, darab 2, darab 2. Okay, I'm plussing all the number lah. 1, 2, 4, 8. Okay, then you get this pattern. Okay, so guys, yang ni boleh hubung kait dengan NCR. Okay, this Pascal triangle can relate to gabungan punya rumus, combination. Okay, how do we show this? Basically, you just use random number only. You just gantikan R is 0, 1, 2, 3. Kamu boleh nampak pattern 1, 3, 3, 1. Can you all see this, guys? 1, 3, 3, 1 kat sini. It repeat exactly. Okay, nombor dia exactly the same. So this is how you can prove it lah. Why is it on the third line? Because 3. Can you see the number 3 there? Okay, the first one we don't count lah. Yang ni kita tak kira. So first row, second row, third row. That's why it's 3. We start with 3 and the number on the top. Nombor kat atas dia 3. Can you see? 3C3, 3C0, 3C1, 3C2, 3C3. Because third row, baris ketiga. Okay, then you can continue lah with different number if you want. 6C0, all this. Then you can see the pattern. Okay, kamu boleh nampak pola dia. Okay, so directly from here, you can come out with a general conclusion. Can you see, guys? 1, 6, 15, 15, 6, 1. Nombor kat tengah-tengah 20. 1, all this number kamu tambah, you get, sorry, cannot. Wrong. Okay, you just see the pattern that 1 to 6 to 15, 15 to 6 to 1. So basically, what the question asks you here is, mereka nak kamu jangkakan what is the sixth row. So sixth row, guys, if you understand the concept, just now I say you have to substitute any 6 lah on top because baris ke-6, sixth row. Same thing with baris ketiga, third row. Okay, then you can find the pattern already. So this is how they get all the number over here. Basically, kamu tak perlu ulang yang ni lah. Just take 1, 6, 15, 20 enough already. You no need to complete the whole thing. Okay, guys, can you understand? Boleh faham? Can They can ask this one also. Boleh tanya juga. So you all must know. Okay. So let me see this one. Wait Oh, this one under next chapter already. Oh, okay. So Vishal, you want to try this?
Which one?
Part B. Part B.
Let me find it. Oh my god, that's a long.
This one.
Yeah, sure. Okay,
Try?
can. Yeah. No, actually, I think you should read. I'm not too sure.
Okay, so guys, basically lah, you must understand that combination gabungan can relate to binomial, tabuhan binomial. Okay, because if you remember that binomial formula, we use NCR, right? Kita tak guna NPR for binomial. Do you guys remember this? Hopefully you all remember the formula lah. It is NCR for binomial. Jadi konsep dia datang dari gabungan. So they are trying to relate combination to your next chapter, chapter 5. Okay, tabuhan binomial. Okay, so you can see over here, it's basically just an expansion lah. Dia adalah pengembangan saja. If you have variable, kalau mereka bagi pemboleh ubah kat kamu instead of number. If number very simple lah, like the previous example kalau ada nombor. But this one is in variable. So how do we expand? Basically, you just split it to 2 bracket, 2 kurungan, kuasa 1, kuasa 2 lah, because when you darab, combine become power 3. Then you expand as normal lah. You must know this one lah, how to expand. Okay, macam ni, kamu kena kembangkan satu per satu. So you will get 6 term, 6 sebutan kat sini. Okay, so from here, we can actually deduce that kita boleh buat deductive conclusion that this is the binomial formula. Do you guys see it, guys? Ini semua adalah tabuhan binomial kamu punya rumus. NCR, P power R, Q power N minus R. Am I right? Exactly the same. Ia ditunjukkan melalui pola yang ni. You can observe the pattern, okay, and deduce this formula actually. So can you guys get it? Basically, 3C1 and 3C2, kalau kamu tekan calculator, both of it, you will get 3 as your answer. Okay, 3C1, 3C2, both also give 3. So this is how, from here, they direct convert to this. Okay, guys? Can you guys get it? This one all no need to know lah. Yang ni semua tak payah. That is the important concept on top there. Okay, guys? Can Can respond a bit? The rest here, boleh respond sikit? Can Still surviving This one I won't ask Mirindra to explain lah. Okay, so we direct go to Trigo, the hardest one. So Vishal, come. This chapter guys, proving please. A lot, 100, I don't know how many formula can prove here, but they only show 8 only. There is more than this, but the famous one, yang ni saja. Okay, so Vishal.
Yes, as said from Buan. Actually, I thought this was the easiest one. Then apparently it's the hardest one. Okay. Anyways, this formulas here, Buan, they won't be given, right, in the formula sheet.
This one not given, I think.
Yeah, it shouldn't be given, I think. But these formulas you are actually going to use a lot in regular calculation lah. So I think you should know these formulas, how to derive it, in case you forget the actual, like, how to get what the formula is. So the first one we'll be going through is sine theta equals to cosine 90 minus theta. So if you see the triangle, scroll down please, Boon. Okay. So actually, wait. The first
Wait,
step sorry. The first step we do is to find the angle for the remaining side. So a triangle has 180 degree, and you see there's a right angle triangle, so minus 90 and minus theta. So it's actually 90 minus theta, the angle at the top there. Next up, we're just going to be finding the sine theta, the cos theta, and the tangent theta. And how we do this is first we must find the hypotenuse. So real quick, using the Pythagoras theorem, we can get that x squared plus y squared is equals to, c equals to square root x squared plus y squared. That's our hypotenuse lah. So the next step is we're going to find the sine, cosine, and tangent. The sine is actually opposite our hypotenuse, which is y over square root x squared plus y squared. We'll do the same for cosine, we'll do the same for tangent, and we'll get these three values. So the next step is we want to prove that cosine 90 minus theta is actually equals to y over square root x squared is equals to sine theta. So our first step is we will substitute our values. Okay, so cosine theta is actually x over square root x squared plus y squared, right? Yeah. And then, Boon, help, Boon.
Why?
Did they skip any working here?
No? You can direct see here, there.
Oh, you
Cos
can just
90.
direct.
Yeah,
Okay.
there. Cos 90 minus theta, adjacent y, and then hypotenuse square root x squared plus y squared.
Okay.
Uh,
I see. Okay. So if you, okay, let me just repeat lah. Cosine 90 minus theta is actually adjacent or hypotenuse, and if it's the same as sine theta lah, it's the opposite of hypotenuse, you get the same value. So that's it.
yeah, correct. Okay, so guys, all you must know is, can anyone recall, if two angle plus you get 90, apa nama sudut ni? Can anyone tell me what is the name for this kind of angle? Sum two angle you get 90 degree. What is the name for this angle? Anyone know? Apa nama sudut macam ni? Yes, complementary angle. Ingat, ya, pelengkap. Okay, they complement each other. If you understand English lah, complement each other. Complementary means 90. That's why you can see that 90 minus theta. If one is theta, the other one is 90 minus theta. Then only you plus these two, you get total 90. This is what it means by complementary angle. Okay, so that's why sine theta is cos 90 minus theta lah. Okay, and then same thing apply lah for this one and this one also. Exactly the same thing. Okay, but you can prove it lah. Kamu boleh buktikan sebenarnya. Okay, basically what you must memorize is this one. Okay, I don't know whether a lot of you use this method lah. But this one you can memorize all this already one shot. Let me think how to draw it again. Yeah, something like this. Have you all seen this, guys? Trigo? I think I use this, right? Sine, cos, tangent, cotangent, secant, cosecant. All the formula you can get from here. Use this hexagon. Okay, so basically cotangent is 1 over tangent. Nombor kat tengah-tengah ni 1. So cotangent is 1 divide tangent. Cos is 1 divide secant. Sine is 1 divide cosine. You can use for everything. Okay, you can see over here also lah. Another one is, if you draw like this, tangent equal to sine divide cos. Okay, you can read it like this. Cotangent equal to cos divide sine. Okay, this is a fast method lah for those who want to memorize. All the formula you can get here already. Okay, so yeah, so let me see. Yeah, this one basically explained from the diagram already lah. You can see by your own actually, because it's based on this. Cosec is 1 over sine, and you know sine is this one, so you can directly get this already. Terbalikkan sahaja. Okay, so yeah. So Milindra, you want to explain? I think you explain this one. This one more important.
Ya. Okey, untuk untuk soalan itu kita nak buktikan sin square theta tambah cos square theta sama dengan 1. So kita buat hypotenuse dulu. So x tambah x square tambah y square. Kalau kita puncakan dah dapat hypotenuse. Yang tu untuk dapatkan hypotenuse lah guna teorem Pythagoras. So lepas tu kita cari sin theta, lepas tu cari cos theta. Untuk sin theta kita boleh guna sin sama dengan opposite over hypotenuse. So opposite y and hypotenuse is punca x square tambah y square. Macam tu untuk sama je untuk cos theta char adjacent over hypotenuse, so x over x square tambah y square punca lah. Okey, lepas dah dapat sin theta, cos theta, lepas tu dah dapat hypotenuse, kita buat dulu. Okey, sin square theta tambah cos square theta. Kita ambil nilai sin theta tadi, lepas tu kita kuasa duakan sebab sin square. Lepas tu tambah cos, nilai cos tadi, square kan sebab cos square theta. Lepas kita dah kuasa dua, kita boleh kuasa duakan dalam lah. Y square over, lepas tu punca kuasa 2. Punca ada punca, lepas tu kita kuasa 2 kan kita tak boleh hilangkan. So x square tambah y square lah kat bawah. So sebab pembawah untuk kedua-dua tu sama, x square tambah y square, kita boleh gabungkan. Jadi x square tambah y square over x square tambah y square. So sebab atas bawah sama, bahagi dapat satu lah. Oh, okay, satu and then itu je. Okay. Sama dengan sebelah kanan. Sin square tambah cos square. Sama dengan satu.
Yeah. So guys, I want to ask you one question here. They ask you to prove, right? So guys, I want to ask you all, can I start to prove from 1? Boleh tak saya mula buktikan soalan ni dengan 1? Means I go from right hand side to left hand side. Boleh ke tak? Can or not? I just want to hear from you. Can I start with 1 and then get this one? Yes or no? Actually can. Boleh. Boleh buat. Okay, but sangat jarang. Okay, very rare. Tak boleh. Sangat susah. Okay, can do, but very difficult. Sebab kamu fikir guys, nombor 1, apa kamu boleh ubah kat nombor 1 tu? You must think a lot lah, kena fikir banyak. 1 ni sama dengan apa? Jangan kata 2 tolak 1 lah. Okay, yang ni salah lah. It must be something berkaitan dengan fungsi trigo. It must be trigo related untuk dapat nilai 1. That's why lebih baik left hand side go to right hand side. Yang kompleks ke yang senang. This is the perfect example. Complex to easy. Don't go from easy to complex. Okay, so yeah. So this question lah. So yeah, let me see this one. Okay, this one same thing we proven already. This one we proven. This one is the variations only. Okay, this one nice. So Vishal, can you explain this one?
Can. I think they can ask this in regular questions also, right? Not even like a specific proving one. Yeah, okay. So for the first formula, we have to prove 1 plus tan square theta equals to, what's that? Secant. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Secant theta. Okay. So if you, for those who don't know, it's actually 1 over cos square theta, secant. Okay. So our first step will just be to write down the formula we all have to we all know the sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. From there, the next step is to divide everything by cos square theta. So we'll be getting if you sine over cos is tangent, so therefore sine square over cos square is tangent square. So we'll be getting tangent square theta plus 1 because cos square theta over cos square theta is 1. And the next one is actually 1 over cos square theta. 1 over cos square theta is actually secant square theta. So we've proven the formula.
Correct. Okay, so I think Malay is the same lah. You all must just guna rumus ni. Okay, this formula guys, rumus ni sangat penting. This formula very important. Dia boleh guna untuk semua jenis proving. You can see over here. Kamu modify sahaja apa yang kamu bahagi kat sini. Kamu boleh dapat rumus baru. You can see over here. Okay, yang ni kalau kamu bahagi sin square theta, you see, kamu dapat satu lagi rumus. Jadi dari satu rumus tu, kamu dah dapat dua rumus. Two different formula. So that's why sin square theta plus cos square theta equal 1 is the basic. Basic rumus untuk dapat dua lagi. So total we got 3 rumus over here, including sin square theta plus cos square theta lah. Okay. So guys, just a joke lah. Have you all see this IG meme? So kepada sesiapa yang suka tengok IG, sin square theta plus cos square theta, they got 2 cincin macam tu. Have you all seen that guys? got two wings. They will show one wing is sine square theta, one wing is cos square theta. I don't know whether you all seen it lah. Oh ada, I think kalau siapa tengok kamu tahu lah apa yang saya cakap. Saya pun tak tahu macam mana nak lukis. Something like this lah. They got one wing here, satunya sine square theta. So this like for couple lah. Sin square theta bila gabung dengan cos square theta got two wings. Saya pun tak tahu macam mana nak lukis. So the couple when they gabung it will be one lah. Satu pasangan sin square theta suami, cos square theta isteri gabung one lah, one pair, satu pasangan. Tengok matematik pun boleh guna untuk explain relationship situation. Kamu gabung dua jenis orang become one pair. Sin square theta, cos square theta is one. Boleh ingat lah macam ni, lebih senang nak faham. Okay, so yeah. So this one, let me see. This one, oh basically they want to prove this one lah. So Vishal, can you explain this? Sun last already lah.
Quite important actually, this one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you all can remember, but yesterday while we were proving one of the formulas lah, this concept we actually have to know. Tangent theta plus 90 is equals to negative 1 over tangent theta. So you must remember the quadrants, quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3. Just know that tangent is negative in quadrant 2. Okay, so our next step is actually just finding the angles. So we have a triangle with sides x and y, and it's a right angle triangle, so 90 degree. So our next step is to actually declare the other angle. We'll make it as alpha. So alpha, they didn't denote right here, but alpha is actually 180, which is the degree, total degree of a triangle, minus 90 minus theta. So it's actually alpha is 90 minus theta. And then if you want to find the corresponding angle that so that because straight line is 180, right? So the angle to the right, the corresponding angle is actually 90 plus theta. So if you add them together, theta plus 90 minus theta, you will get 180 degrees. Okay, so the next step is to finally start proving. So we want to prove tangent theta plus 90, and we know that tangent theta plus 90 is more than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. Therefore, it is in quadrant 2. And we know that quadrant 2 tangent is negative. Okay, so the next step is tangent theta plus 90 is actually equals to negative tangent theta, negative tangent alpha. I think you'll get that. So tangent alpha is x over y because opposite over adjacent, therefore x over y. And the next steps are basically the tangent theta plus 90 equals to negative 1 divided by y over x. 1 divided by y over x is equals to x over y. And finally, we just get negative 1 over tangent theta, which is so tangent theta is opposite of adjacent, which is y over x lah, if you see in the diagram again. And yeah, that's it actually.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so yeah, correct. Okay guys, boleh faham yang ni? Macam mana nak buat yang ni? Okay, so basically kamu kena lukis segitiga. If you draw the triangle, sangat senang dah untuk tengok. As long you draw the triangle, semua ni info ni, all this you keluar the information from the triangle. Then you can prove this formula di. Sangat pendek, very short. But remember, add negative. Okay, because quadrant 2 tangent is negative. So kena ingat. Okay, pastikan kamu tambah negatif tu untuk lebih senang. Okay, so yeah. So let me see this one. Okay, this one actually I got explain tadi lah in the intensive class I do. Okay, basically this one, guys, this formula if you recall is addition formula, rumus penambahan. Okay, so basically rumus ni boleh guna untuk terbitkan semua yang ni. All this formula you all learn come from the addition formula, basic. Okay, bila dua-dua sudut ni nilai sama, the condition is both angle must be the same. Then you can apply this formula. So this is how you can derive all this formula. So guys, kamu kena hafal pattern pengembangan dia. Sin means sin cos, sin cos. If cos, cos cos, sin sin. Ingat macam tu. Okay, if sin means is sin cos, then plus sin cos. Or you can say sin cos, cos sin pun boleh lah. Then this one, if mula dengan cos, cos cos, sin sin. Okay, remember the pattern. Then kamu tahu dah pengembangan. I think this one is given in the formula list lah. Rumus ni. So kalau tak nak hafal pun boleh. If not mistaken. Okay,
Boon,
so yeah.
is the half angle formula proven here in this PDF?
Half angle. Basically, you can modify directly lah. From this formula, you mean tangent half theta, right?
Anything lah, cos sine a half angle.
Yeah, that one no need to prove. That one is you direct modify from this based on the ratio of the angle. You direct see like 2 theta is from theta plus this theta, you get 2 theta. So half theta mean 1 over 4 theta plus 1 over 4 theta lah. You just switch 2 tangent 1 over 4 theta over 1 minus tangent square 1 over 4 theta. Because 1 over 4 theta, you gabung these two, you get half theta. So this is how you do it lah. Yeah, formula in exam. Okay, good. Correct. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so then this one sama saja lah. Exactly the same thing yang mereka tunjuk ke atas. Okay, you can prove all this lah basically from just this formula. That's why I say rumus ni sangat penting. You can use to change many formula and derive many formula. Okay, example cos 2 theta, dia adalah 3 variation. Okay, got 3 variation. How you get the variation is from first part is your addition formula, rumus penambahan. Second part is from sine square theta. So you can choose to ungkapkan macam ni, equal to 1 minus cos square theta, or you can choose to cos square theta equal to 1 minus sine square theta. Then you can get formula. Just gantikan only. Okay, just substitute different. You can substitute this, then substitute this. Dua rumus baru. Okay, this one and this one. Okay, from the cos 2 theta lah. Okay guys, so are you clear? Boleh faham? Are you clear? We already finished proving all the form 5 formula. Okay, so yeah, correct timing lah, 10 o'clock on the dot. Okay, so macam mana guys? Does it help you all, the session today?
Yes.
Boleh faham lebih banyak? Hopefully lah, because kalau apa-apa soalan keluar is definitely from here. Semua dah kat sini dah, everything. Okay, so make sure kamu go through lagi sekali PDF ni, then you can understand already. Ataupun tengok balik recording lah, then you understand already. Okay, make sure you all go through lah this one. Okay, especially before the exam, kamu ada masa, just look this one. Okay, because kamu tak boleh buat soalan dah, you don't have time to do question. So you direct look on this untuk elak hilang markah. Because memang kesian. All the jalan kira dah ada kat sini. Kamu hanya tengok dan kamu boleh buat dah. Okay, so make sure you all look at this lah. Okay, so yeah, thank you. So hopefully the session helped today. Okay, so if you still got friends want to join my class, kamu boleh recommend lah. You can share my class to them also untuk form 5. Okay, tomorrow we discussing trial paper guys. So get ready. Tak ada lagi proving dah. We'll start to do trial papers. Okay, so see you all tomorrow. Not sure yet. I think MRSM. MRSM quite hard. I saw lah.
Kedah, hardest.
Yeah, Kedah also got one of the day lah. I forget which one already. But I think tomorrow is MRSM. Okay. So yeah, see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow I will teach already. Yeah. What?
Can ask you for some physics tips later on.